Oh yeah, this is for Unique Akudo TV. We are the ambassadors of empowerment. Let's set it the hand that give it. Power who consult here. It's a come on. You don't want to. Self-elected privilege. You need a good TV. And you win them man. And you win them man. You need a good TV. And you win the Kanaka. You need a good TV. I never made a mono. Never took it as I got it. No, never made a number. You need a good TV. Woman empowerment. I don't know about that. Woman empowerment. Can you do that? Both spiritual and physical. And our prayer. In the matter. Onye chimere zenelu wa. Onye uri wanye tu wanye. Achaka onye. You want to name Werika. All of you know Lulu Weriko. A fancy Namia. A woman is here. A Panya Honaya. Unique Akudo TV. Wundoma Ndoma. Ozi Bonto. Unique Akudo TV. And Wundama. Uamarana. 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 Kanijaga. Testimony carry. Yes, testimony. This for human empowerment. All areas of life. Spiritually, physically, emotionally, psychologically, and financially. And you want them, and you general Chineke menegeze, yenye tu munegi, wanoma mejaba, anti wazi bondo. Yes, so this is what Unique Akudo TV is all about. We concluded 1 million empowerment for small businesses, giving out 50,000 to 50,000. Unique. Oh, yeah, Jimaranyo, and you never waka. Yeah, we give out 20 POS machines. 10 units. I did put out 50,000 to 10 units last year. Business empowerment. In your masses that they are Onye chinyere onye n'ahịa. Unique Akudo TV, Wundema. Ihe mụ na mere erika. Onye Chukwu ga-agọzi ya. Antimo, ihe ọma na-emere erika. Nwanyị ọma. I You know what I mean, baby? Ụwa marala, ụwa marala, ha ga-enyere ụwa aka, ụwa marala. Anụwo ndị ka nna aka, ụwa marala, ụwa marala, ha ga-azụ Igbo ndụ, ụwa marala. You go home with a unique smile. All right, my uniques. In matter unique, you will go home with a unique smile. Hello, 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 hello to all my uniques out there. This is your favorite Mama Unique is in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome to today's live. If this is your first time of seeing this, my beautiful face, you just met Akudo Ehirim, the founder and CEO of Unique Akudo TV. This is a center of empowerment. This is where we believe in you. We believe that God cannot and will never make junk. You are beautifully, specially, wonderfully, and fearfully made by God. That is why every single one of you is unique. You see, you are a special being. You are chosen. You are a peculiar person that has been called out of darkness into God's marvelous light. All right? This is where we believe that when you know better, you will go out there and do better. We empower you so you can know better. We empower you so you can begin to know who you are and whose you are. You know you are the child of the Most High God. We begin to teach you how to set healthy boundaries. Excuse me. We're going to teach you how to set healthy boundaries around yourself so that you can teach people how to love you and how to treat you. Because guess what, my uniques? People treat you exactly the way you treat yourself. All right? If you carry yourself like egg, oh, people around you will carry you as egg. Remember, what matters is what do you think about yourself? The whole world can think whatever they want about you, but do you know who you are? Do you know your what? Do you believe in yourself? Because you need to believe in yourself. You need to know who you are. You need to know your what before you can be able to teach the people around you so that they can begin to recognize who you are, recognize your what, recognize what you're bringing to the table. But if you don't know, how will you be able to teach them? So we believe that when you know better, then you go out there and do better. This is a center of empowerment. Like I said, we empower you with knowledge emotionally, psychologically, physically, socially, financially, mentally, and otherwise. So you can turn around and empower the people around you, the people behind you. All right. Welcome to Sabi Saturday. We go live Monday, we go live on Tuesdays, on Thursdays, and on Saturday, like we are doing today. We call today Sabi Saturday. For these 3 days, we go live, we talk about marriage, we talk about relationship, and then we talk about your self-esteem, your self-confidence, and your self-care. We teach you how to care for yourself because when you care for yourself, then others will learn and care for you too. And then on Sundays, I'm a born again Christian. I believe in the power of God. I believe in the Trinity, God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. I also believe that the Bible is the Word of God. So I come on Sundays and I use a verse of the Bible or anything to empower you guys, to talk to you guys about the Word of God, because I believe that Sunday is the first day of the week. And whatever you do right from the beginning, that's how your thing is going to. You remember, January, everybody does, oh, New Year resolution, because we think that whatever we decide on January 1, that's how our whole year is going to be. So I come on Sundays because I know Sunday is the first day of the week. So we come with the word of God so that even no matter what the devil throws at you throughout the week, your name be stagger no fall. Do you know what it means? You fit stagger, you fit move, you fit get shaken. But the Bible says that those that put their trust on the Lord, they are like Mount Zion that cannot be moved or shaken. They might throw things, but they might be throwing little pebbles, rock on you. If it shake you a little bit, if it stagger, but you not go touch ground because you be stagger no fall. All right. So you hold, the Bible said, the word of God have I hidden in my heart that I may not sin against you. So we start our week right on Sundays. Remember to join us on Sundays for your spiritual empowerment so that you get empowered. So when you go out there, you give the devil one blow, ukai, and he will end up with 7 apples because that's what you do. All right. So if you're not a member of my family, if you have not been a member of my family, but you keep coming, you shack up with us, you eat our woto woto, you eat our random act of kindness, you eat our contest money, you eat everything, and then you run away. Come and join us. Join us and also bring your family to join us. You see the blue button that says follow on Facebook, click it and follow us. If you're not sure that you're following, then click on the little 3 dots by the right hand side, up right hand side of your Facebook. And if it says following, that means you are with us. If it says follow, that means you're not. So you click on that follow button and follow us. If you're on YouTube, it's subscribe. Click on the red button and subscribe. If you're on Instagram, click on the red side on the red button too and follow and subscribe with us. All right. Now let's jump right into it. I'm going to say hi to some of you before we start. This story was a very, very sad one. I dealt with it while I was in Nigeria, but I wanted to share it with you guys for this Sabi Saturday. I'm going to use this opportunity and talk to our mothers. Our mothers, our mothers, our mothers, our mothers. Hey, mothers, mothers, mothers. How many times did I call you guys? Pachara na anyuno. Mothers, mothers, mothers. How many times have I called you? Pachara na anyuno. Be very careful. You are the first teacher of your children. You are the first society that your child sees. You are the first community that your child sees. You are the first friend that your child makes. You are the first person that loves your child. Mind what you say to your children. You are not God. You cannot decide on your own which child will succeed and which child will not succeed. You cannot decide on your own which child will be educated and which child will not be educated. You cannot decide on your own which child is smart and which child is a sharp work that does not learn. It is not in your powers, mommy. How can you decide which your child will marry a rich man and which one will marry a poor man? Who gave you that right, mama? If you have a mother or an auntie or a sister that has written you off, tag them. Tell them to come and listen. Because this story was sad. This story was so sad, I cried. It broke my heart, I cried. And it's already over, we have settled it, but I want to share it with you guys and I want to hear your opinion. You see, is this happening in your family? Do you have a sister that this has happened to? Or do you have a friend this has happened to? Where our mothers have sat on their seat of judgment and have decided which child will do good and which child will not do good. Yes, I might have been a radical when I was young. Does that give you the right to say, I'm going to be a radical all my life? Maybe that your daughter was a little bit loose when she was young. Does that mean she cannot change? Because that your son did not like school when he was in elementary school. You kept pushing him, pushing him, pushing him until finally he finished class 5. And now he wants to tell you he wants to go to college. Which brain are you going to college with? Your head is blockhead. Nothing goes in. My son, go learn mechanical. Go learn something else. You know, smart. Who gave you that right, mommy? Who gave you that right, daddy? Are you God? What if he didn't do good in secondary school or primary school because he has not come to his own? Maybe he was not interested, but now he has finished secondary school. He has seen the value of education and he wants to go to college. And you're telling him, no, we're going to use that money too because we don't want to waste money. We're going to use it and do Fakindeji. We're going to buy jam Fakindeji. We're going to buy Wayek Fakindeji. You go learn a trade. You know smart. My uniques, why do we mothers and fathers, why do we do this? I'm gonna tell you guys a story, okay? But before we get into it, let me say hi to some of you that are here. Ojima Abu, hey, look at my baby. My baby was number 1 today. Let me take this off. My baby was number one today. Ojima, my baby was number one. How are you? My is it Miss Oma? How are you doing? Happy weekend to you, my love. Happy weekend. Chick, I'm so bright. I see you, my darling. Freaky Park, how have you been? I've not seen you since I came back. How are you doing, Freaky Park? I hope everything is good. Ezechiku blessing. How is our baby? I hope everybody is doing great. Let me see. God will. God will, how are you doing? Precious Dawn, hey, yeah, how are you doing, my darling? Becky Amadi, how are you? Let me see, Precious Dawn, Becky Amaka, I see you. Let me see, beloved, my beloved is mine. How are you doing, my darling? I hope everybody is having a fantastic weekend. I see you. How do you say this? Is it likeness? How are you doing? That's a new name. Join us, baby. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Beloved, I see you, my love. How do you say this? Perpetua Uzamaka. I've not seen you for some time, sweetie. How are you doing? Favor Anya Chebelem Ezewosu. I see you, my love. How are you? Um, Please share. Ada Godwin Eze. Haven't seen you two since I came back. How are you doing? My sister Taiwo. How are you doing, sweetie? How are you? How are you? Chinda, my love. Chinda, my love. Chinda, I'm going to call you after life today. I'm going to talk to you. Stella Yedibo, I see you, my darling. Teresa Benedict, I see you, sweetie. Mary Adebisi, I still want that baby. I still want that baby. How are you doing, and my baby? I hope that baby is doing well. Stephanie Uche, Onunekurora, one of the way kingdom. I see you, my darling. I see you. I see you. Peekaboo. I see you. All right, my love. Let me see. Who did I call? Teresa Benedict, I've called you. Taiwo, I did. Ozamaka, Precious Dawn, I did. Ojima, I did. Likeness, you are. Good evening, ma. Good evening, my darling. Florine Spirit, that's my Zambian family. I see you. How are you doing? All right, my unique, as you're coming, those of you in our WhatsApp group, please go share the link. Those of you in our subscriber group, go share the link too. Those of you that have family members that are going through exactly what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the way we treat each other in our families. Okay, and I'm going to use the case I dealt with as a case study. Some of us mothers, we are not careful what we tell our children. Let me tell you, all the commandments in the Bible, the only one that has a bonus, a jara, a benefit, a condition attached to it is honor your father and your mother so that what your days may be long. We are trying to honor our fathers and mothers because that's the commandment from God. But our fathers, some, not all, some of our fathers and mothers do not mean well for us. Some of us look down on us. Some of them think like, you see what you, there is a difference between knowing the capabilities of your child and judging your child based on what you think they can or they cannot do. You might look at your child and say, baby, I know you want to be a medical doctor, but I see you are struggling with science. You know, give it your best. I'm here for you. I will support you. But in case it doesn't work out for you, you know, pharmacy is there. You know, medical technology is there. You know, you can still be a nurse. You know, you can still do other things in the medical profession. How many of our mothers do that? Or we say, why would you want to do medicine? You know, you are blockhead. You know, you're not smart. Is your sister Kudo that is smart? Oh, is your sister Stella that is smart? Oh, is your sister Teresa that is smart? You know no book. You know your head is, you just start telling con. It is better for you. No man will look at you now, you're disabled. You're blind on one eye. No man will marry you now, you're on wheelchair. So let us prop your sister because your sister is one. Your sister is Omalicha. Your sister is the one that will bring the richest man into the family. Mama, who told you? How do you know? Destiny can be delayed, but destiny can never be denied. It can be delayed, but it can never be denied. You don't determine who goes or who passes because you're human. You are not God. You're human. You can only see with your human eyes, but it is God that sees. The Bible says, I know the thought I have for you, thoughts of good and not of evil, thoughts that will take you to an expected end. There is only one person in this world that knows the end of your child, and that is God, not you. You might see that your child is not good with his hands, but he wants to be an engineer. And you can say, "Now, I'm noticing that you don't have the patience that engineers have to build. But if you say you want to do it, baby, go for it." Your job is to encourage. Your job is to support. Your job is to motivate. Your job is to be there, to be supportive in case they fail, because they might fail. Everybody must not win. Sometimes we fail, we get up, and we then go out there and win. Your job as a mother, your job as a father is to be there for that child, is to be there for that son, that daughter. Is not for you to tell them, you go do this, you go do that. And when they tell you, Mommy, I have interest in this, support, encourage, motivate, inspire. Don't put down, don't destroy, don't tear down, don't belittle, don't gaslight. That's not your job, mama. That's not your job, daddy. The reason why I'm talking to you guys is because majority of you here are mothers. Majority of you here are fathers, or mothers to be, or fathers to be. How do you talk to your children? Do you know you are the first society your child meets? You are the first community your child meets. You are the first teacher that your child meets. You are the first friend that your child has. Everything starts with you, mama. Everything starts with you, father. So, what are you writing in the lives of your children? From the day you gave birth to them, you've been telling them, now you're disabled, though. You are blind, though. You can't see, oh. You're very blind. Why don't you come out of there? You're blind. Why don't you come out of there? You're disabled. Why don't you come out of there? You're crippled. Why don't you come out of... Do you know that there is ability in disability? One man's meat is another man's poison. Different strokes for different folks. You might not marry her. If you are a man, you might not marry your daughter because she's disabled, but that man that walked into your family to marry her might like her. She might be that man's cup of tea. Why do you want to destroy it? Because you're trying to push the man to your other daughter that you think deserves the man. Mama, who made you the judge, the lawyer, the prosecutor, all in one person? Who made you that? Who made you that, my mama? Who made you that, my father? I'm going to tell you guys, and I want to hear your opinion. Do you know somebody like this? Or do you know this person? Is he your mother? This person, is he your father? Tag them, tell them to come in. These are two sisters. I don't want to use their real names, so I'm going to call them A and B. A is the senior sister, but when she was born, she had polio. So polio destroyed one of her legs. So there's a way she walks. People that have polio, you know how they walk. She drags one of her legs. But she is the kindest, the most beautiful, smart girl that you can ever meet. When I spoke to her, I was like, wow. Why did you say you didn't go to college again? She said, because they told her that is waste of money. Her mother her mother told her that it's waste of money to train her in the university. Things are hard in Nigeria because nobody will marry her with a bad leg. Nobody will marry her, and that will be wasted money. So it is better that they send her junior sister to college and let that one, because she is tall, she is beautiful, she doesn't have any disability. That way, when she goes to college, she will come out and marry somebody rich, and then will elevate the poverty in the family. I want you to think about that for a minute. Who has told you something like that in your life? Who has prophesied this nonsense into your life? Oh, you are blind, so no man will want you. Oh, you're crippled, no man will want you. Oh, you're in a wheelchair, no man will marry you. Oh, you're not smart enough, you don't go school, no one. Who has told you this? When people outside tell you this, it hurts, my unique. Then think about when a woman that gave birth to you that is supposed to be on your corner, that is supposed to be your greatest cheerleader, that is supposed to be the society you see, that is supposed to be the community you see. She is the one telling you. And she's saying, but I'm telling you the truth now. When I spoke to the mother said, but is it a lie? It's better I tell her the truth than others to tell her. Yes, you're telling her the truth, but could you have said it that way? Mama, you are fat. You're practically obese. Will you be happy if Papa comes every day to you and say, Mama, you're too fat. Mama, you're obese. Mama, you cannot walk. I asked her, I said, Mama, would you like that? She said, God forbid, nobody can talk to me like that. But it's okay to talk to your daughter like that. And you have talked to this girl all through her life. From the time she says she can know what it means that she had polio as a child, from the time she recognized that she was different from her sister, you have always told her, you have bad leg now. Don't do that because you have bad leg. When she plays with other children and having fun, she say her mother will call her, ne, 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 ne. Let me call her Kudo. The mother will say, Akudo, come in, come in, come in. You know you have bad leg. Don't be playing with the other children before they break the other good leg. Come in. The mother will take her out. The mother thought she was protecting her, but the mother didn't know that every single day she was chipping off her self-esteem. She was chipping off her self-confidence. She was chipping off who she thought she was. She was taking a bit at a time, a little at a time. My mother's in the house. Do you do that to your child without even knowing what you're doing? Does your own mother do that to you without knowing? Hey, now, what is 2 plus 2? Mama, 2 plus 2 is 4. Who told you? You know you're not smart. You know go school. Hey, Chidinma, come, my daughter. You are the one in college. Come tell me what is 2 plus 2. And you say, but I'm telling her the truth now. Is that how you want people to tell you the truth? Remember what I told you guys. Everything you say to another person must go through the 3 doors. Is it the truth? Is it kind? Is it necessary? If it is 2 and it's not these 3, then baby, keep it to yourself. We don't want to hear it. It might be the truth. It might be kind, but baby, it's not necessary. Then keep your mouth zipped. Is it necessary? Is it kind, but it's not the truth? Zip it. Keep it to yourself. Is it kind? Is it the truth, but it's not necessary? Keep it to yourself. Is it the truth? Is it necessary, but you're not saying it in a kind way? Baby, keep it to yourself. What's hot? What's hot? It hurts more than physical. That's why we tell you verbal abuse, emotional abuse, psychological abuse is worse than physical abuse because that one stays in your mind. Those words stay in there and rent a room and they don't pay rent. Those words rent a room in your head and replay itself all the time, and yet they are not giving you rent for staying in your head. My mothers, my fathers, watch what you say to your children. You don't know that gradually your words are destroying those children. She said every single thing she did. If she eat, her mother will say, don't eat too much. Oh, if you eat too much and add weight, you have a bad leg. The good leg cannot carry your bad leg. She said, Mama Unique, all my life, every sentence that came out of my mother's mouth is, I have a bad leg. I cannot do this because I have a bad leg. I cannot be normal because I have a bad leg. I cannot get married because I have a bad leg. I cannot have children because I have a bad leg. Nobody will look at me because she said it is the next, it's like somewhere in my brain, I have a bad leg, has a room, a living room, a toilet, a bathroom, kitchen, and cooks and lives in my head. My Unique, does somebody do this to you? Today, I'm about to liberate you. Today, I'm about to empower you as a mother, as a father, to mind what you tell your children. So she said they didn't let her go to college, so she went and learned how to do tailoring. And she's a good tailor at that. She was tailoring, she was doing whatever she liked. And in her tailoring shop, a guy came in one day and brought a lots and lots of clothes, like more than 7 wrappers, and said, I want you to sew this thing, this thing men wear up and down. I don't know what you people call it. Is it senator or what? And she said she measured the guy, and while the guy was coming, the guy left the materials and left. So the guy came another day and sat down and said, let me try it here so that if there is an amendment, you can amend it at the same time. So he amended it and the guy left. She didn't see the guy again. After about 3 months, the guy brought 2 other material and said his friend is getting married, and he's among the what do you people call them, the groomsmen, and they are going to change twice for her to sew for him. She did the same thing. The guy tried it and left. Then after some time, the guy came back again and said, guess what? My friend, another friend is wedding, and he saw the way all the clothes you made for me, and they want you to make for the whole groomsmen and also make for the bride, for the groom too. So before you know it, this man was always coming. He saw that she was intelligent. He saw that she's very funny. He saw that, and then he started asking the girl, what happened to your leg? And the girl said, according to her, she explained what happened. But more often, the guy kept coming. More often, the guy kept coming. And then sometimes the guy will bring food and say, oh, you know the way men, when the man likes you, you make a way to find a way to come close to you. The man sometimes will say, oh, he's passing around her shade and will bring lunch. Sometimes the man will bring his own lunch and they sit and eat. Gradually, they started getting close, and she thought she was falling in love with the guy. But in her head, when I tell you, my unique, the power of brainwashing, because the mother has told her how she can't amount to anything, how she cannot do anything, how nobody will want her. So even though she was gradually falling in love with this man, she kept telling herself, Mama Unique, she said, I told myself, stop daydreaming. This man is not interested in you. Stop daydreaming. This man does not want you. Stop daydreaming. This man will never want you. He just sees you as a friend. And then finally, one day, the man said, hey, I like you. Whenever I come to your shop, you make me happy, whatever. I would like to officially be your boyfriend. The guy said, no, I know all you want is sex. So I don't give sex to nobody. I don't do that. Please leave me alone. The man said, why would you say that? He said, because my leg is bad. No man will want me. Your family might not want me. The man said, I don't care. I make my money. My mother, my father, I take care of them. And whoever I show them that I like, I love, that is who they will love. That's the family I come from. So I want us to be officially boyfriend and girlfriend, date, and then if we continue, we see where it's going. But I really see myself marrying you. You see how I teach you guys to ask the right question. Don't keep your mouth and say, hey, since I am crippled now and I'm disabled and he shows interest, let me just go. No, you know your what. You know your what. Disabled or not disabled, blind or not blind, poor or not poor, bastard or not, but it does not make a difference. You know you, and you know what you're bringing to the table. You know your what. You are kind, you are smart, you have something you're doing. She said, Mama Unique, I'm a good tailor, I am beautiful, I am kind, I have a good heart, I am compassionate, I am not rude, I'm respectful. The only flaw is that I had polio as a child and it affected my leg. So I'm a bag of chips and everything added. She knew her what, but she was still afraid. But she said yes to the man. And according to her, she said, Mama Unique, we started dating. He will come, he will take me out, he introduced me to his friends, and his friends asked, well, sometimes when people don't know, we make fun of what we don't know. If you see me reading like this, Mama Unique, why are you reading so close to your eyes? Because it's something strange to you. And then I turn around and I say, oh, I have bad sight, so I read very close. Because now you know it's nothing strange to you anymore. So before people tell your story, baby, tell your story. Before people laugh at you that you have polio, tell the person that is interested in you, guess what? I have polio. Before they laugh at you that your teeth is crooked, tell the man, hey, I have a crooked teeth. Oh, my teeth is crooked, but I don't have money. I would have gone to straighten it. Be upfront. If they like you, baby. If they don't, they don't. She said, Mama Unique, because I have been listening to you. Before I didn't have good self-esteem. I didn't know what I wanted. But when I accidentally met you on Facebook and I started listening to you, I started knowing my worth. Even though I have polio, it has nothing to do with me now. It's not my fault. Oh, this is how God created me. And I'm tired of being ashamed of it. I'm tired of listening to my mother brainwash me that I'm worth nothing. Now, this man who has a good job, who has a car, is interested in me, I'm going to give it a shot. She said, Mama Unique, I dated him. He introduced me to his friends. He was not ashamed. When his friends asked, he explained to them I had polio as a child. It affected my leg. And they were like, oh, girl, you're still pretty. They didn't mind. Once he told them, nobody looked at me funny. Nobody judged me. The only people that judged me was my mother. My father did not judge me until my father died. So my mother was a single mother, raising me and my sister and my little brother. The last baby was a boy. But my mother is the only one that reminds me constantly how I have a bad leg, how nobody will want me, how I should make sure I do my tailoring real good because I'm gonna die single. I'm going to be no child. If I like, I can adopt a child later on, but no man will want me. And I started believing it until I met this man. My Unique, I pray you meet your own. When you meet your own, those things that people don't like about you, that is what your own will like. Those things that people laughed at you about, that's what your own will enjoy. My Unique, pray that you meet the rib of your rib, the flesh of your flesh, the bone of your bone, because that is the only way it fits. If you go get the one that is not yours, he will continue where your mother stopped. He will make fun of the same thing that the other people make fun of you. But when you find your own, he will look and love you exactly the way you are. Remember what I tell you guys, the people that love you and matter in your life, they don't mind you being who you are. Those ones that want to change you into who you are not, they don't really matter. They don't really count. And really, guess what? They don't even love you. So why are you bothered? She said she started dating the man. But she kept this as a secret from the mother and her sister because she said there was something in her that told her, Mama Unique always say, keep your big news to yourself, keep your testimony to yourself. The people you want to tell do not care. She said that kept playing in her head. That kept playing in her head. So she didn't tell anybody until she felt like this was solid, until she felt like this is going somewhere. And then 6 months into the relationship, the man proposed. So when the man proposed, now she told the man, I will say yes to you, but I have to go tell my parents first, my mother first, so that you don't just come and say you want to marry me. He will say, when did you start dating? Then it will look like I'm hiding something from her. So she went home and told the mom that there is this boy that likes her. They've been talking, and the boy will say he wants to marry her. The mother say, are you sure? Are you sure that boy does not want sex from you? What will the man do with what somebody that is disabled? What will this man? And you say he has a good job, he has a car, he has a little bit of money. Why would he want you? Eh? Are you sure? The guy says it's okay. Invite the man to come to our house so that I will be sure and I will ask the boy question. So this girl, my Unique, says she invited the man. The mom cooked. The sister was there. The brother was there. The man came in the car and they all sat down. The mom cooked very beautiful jollof rice. Everybody ate. The man sat in the parlor. The mom asked, mothers now, we ask a lot of questions. Where are you from? Hold on a second, guys. Oh, she says she's here. Let me see. She says she's here, but I don't see her name in the comment section. Maybe she has not commented. Okay, so she said she told her mother they were all eating, laughing, but she noticed that her sister, her junior sister, was too forward to the man. Was like, no, no, no. The way women, when we are desperate, we look very funny. Oh, she will push herself. She will do this. She will do that. She said she was just watching her sister and was like, wow. I thought you were going to be happy for me. And then she kept noticing that her mom kept sending her on an errand. Oh, go get this for your guest. And then the next time she will come into the living room, her sister has moved and now sitting on the same chair with the man. And then her mother will send her again to go get something else. She will leave again. And when she come back, the sister is so close. And she was like, what's going on? So that made the man uncomfortable. The man got up and said he had somewhere else to go. He will see them. So she said she escorted the man out and the man left. So she came in and was asking her mother, what's going on? Why is it like it's looking like you're pushing my sister to the man? He said, let me tell you, this man is good. I don't think this man wants to marry you because he wants just sex. So that's why I say, instead of us wasting him on you, why don't we push your sister who is already in college, who is beautiful, has no disability, so that the man can marry? He's still in the family now. He's still in the family. So she said she could not. She said, Mama, unique. I could not believe this coming from my own mother, my own mother, not somebody else's mother, not my adopted mother, not somebody that dashed me. Oh, my mother, I am her first child. She said she went into the room and she cried. So the next day, the man noticed and said, what's going on? So she told the man everything. The man said, but I'm not interested in your sister, I'm interested in you. So I think it's time that I tell your mom that we are engaged. So gave the girl, said the girl, now this is the ring. I want you to put it on. When you go home, they ask you, tell them to wait. I'm coming this evening to tell them with few of my friends that I am engaged to you. I need them to give me whatever that is needed. I want to marry you. So the mom, that evening, the guy came, according to her, one day the guy came and told the mom, I'm engaged, I love her, I proposed to her, she has agreed. So the mom was, are you sure? Did you look well? You know she's disabled though. You know she will you be able, will your family accept? The mother is the one announcing to the boy everything that is wrong about her daughter. You know she has one leg, oh. You know that other leg is very tiny. You know, sometimes we have to be taking care of that leg. Sometimes she's in pain, oh. Sometimes we massage, oh. Sometimes we rush her to the hair. Are you sure? You know that having a child might be hard for her, oh. And what I'm saying is, I have another daughter. And the girl said she was just sitting down there and tears was rolling down her eyes. This is my mother. This is the woman that carried me for 9 months. This is the woman that gave birth to me. Why would you say that? If an outsider does not mind me looking the way I look, why should my mom be the one minding how I look? So she said she got up and she went into the room. You know, there's a way somebody has manipulated and bullied and used and abused you. You don't even have the mouth to challenge. She said, I couldn't challenge my mom. I didn't even say no. I wanted to scream at her. But this is how she talks to me all my life. I couldn't say nothing. And my sister was like, yes, auntie, yes, sister, he's better now. I'm already in college and I know he's the same thing. He's still going to be in our family. Instead of us to lose him, say, lose him to who? She said she went in and cried. The next day, she told the man. The man said, you know what, don't worry about it. I'm not interested in your sister. So I want you to get ready. I'm going to go introduce you to my family. You know my friends, you know everything about me, but you have not met my family. I told my mom I proposed to a girl, my girlfriend of 6 or 7 months, and my mom said, bring you home. So we are going home on Saturday so you can meet my parents. So the girl said, I'm afraid. She said, Mama Unique, I asked him, I'm afraid. I hope your mother will accept me. The man said, no, my mother is open minded. She's not like that. So they went home on Saturday, and the boy's mother saw her and treated her like dirt. Treated her like her. So, my son, with all this your handsomeness, with all this money, everything, you went and brought somebody that is disabled over my dead body. Will you marry her? Over, you know the way mothers are. Over my dead body, will you marry her? The man was like, really, mom, you know what? You're not gonna speak to her like that in front of me. I'm gone. The man told the girl, let's go. The girl cried. She said, Mama Unique, I cried because this is not what I thought. I thought his family was different. I thought maybe his family will accept me because that's what he told me. But apparently, the mom is all talk. The mom will tell him, I don't mind, just bring somebody. Now that he has brought somebody and she sees the way I walk, he's like, oh, no, no, nehikaba. No, no, no. What will other women say? This is what my son brought home. Oh, no, 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 no. Like she's not a human being. Like she doesn't matter. Like she said she cried. The man said, don't worry, I will handle this. A month passed, no handling. The man was still coming, but the mom has not changed his mind. 2 months, the mom has not changed. 3 months, the mom has not changed. So she now got mad and told the man, you know what? I'm cutting it off. I'm breaking up with you. Just go. Just go. She said it was the hardest thing for me to do, Mama Unique. But this was giving me, I was losing my mind. This is somebody I love, and I know he loves me. My family is a problem, and now his family is also a problem. He said, I can't go through this. This is destroying my mental health. He said, Mama Unique, I told him that's okay. Don't come to me anymore. Don't come and see me anymore. That's it. She said her mother's junior sister lives in Abuja, and she just got married and has been inviting her to come and see me. So she said she took that opportunity, finished all the clothes she took from people, stopped receiving clothes, locked up her shop, and her auntie said, you can come to Abuja. So she went to Abuja, and she said she was just running away, just to have her head reset, her memory reset, her brain reset, just calm down, be somewhere else. The reason why she even said she left was that because she was miserable, she was crying. Her mom and the sister came into the room one day, and the mother came up with this suggestion. Since the family does not want you, and we do not want to lose this man, why don't you encourage the man to marry your junior sister? We don't want to lose this good suitor. Oh. At least that means he is still in our family. That wealth, that money is still in our family. What do you think? She said that was when she made up her mind she had to leave before she becomes so nyara, before she runs mad in this place. So that's how she left to Abuja. She stayed in Abuja. The man will call, she will not answer. The man will come to the house. The mom will tell the man to come. Oh, that the girl is home. The man will come. Instead of them to tell him that the girl was not home, the man will come. He will stay in the living room. The mother will be pushing the daughter. Go, go, wear sexy things. Go there, lean on him. Tell him that it's okay. Your sister is not here, but you can have you. This, that, that. Your family might say, how can mothers, how can we do this? How do we do this with a clear eye and a clear mind that like it is okay? Those two are your children, mama. Those two belong to you. You gave birth to one, you gave birth to two. Why would you choose one over the other? Because you have made yourself Jesus, the Holy Spirit, and God the Father. You are Trinity, all in one, only you. You have decided which child will marry a rich man and which child will be stuck in your house. You have decided that this one is better than this one. Who told you? Destinies might be delayed, but it can never be denied. We all have different destinies. Everybody have their own chi, their own God, their own path to follow. You cannot leave your path or take my path and give to your other daughter. It doesn't work that way. Mothers, please, mothers, mothers. 3 times I've called you. Stop. Stop it. Encourage every child. Motivate every child. Inspire every child. Every child is special and unique in their own way. In their own way. We don't all look alike. Even twins that are identical still have two different DNAs. We are not the same. Treat everybody according to who they are. So now the mom was pushing and pushing, the sister and the mom were pushing, and the man was not interested. The man will say, oh, she's not here today. He will leave. He will go to the shop is locked up. So the man was like, that is losing his mind because this guy will not speak to him. He will come to the house, they'll tell him to come. The girl will say he should come. He will come to the house. The mom will present the other daughter, tell the other daughter to go visit the man, find out where he lives, go visit him, cook and go take to him, just be showing him until he falls in. To the extent that they got to the extent of saying, if you need to put kayamata, do anything to make him fall in love with you. If he gets you pregnant, then your sister has no choice. Mothers, why do we do this? Why? Instead of you to encourage this boy to see whether they can persuade the mother to come and let your daughter be there, you are pushing your other daughter like that other one does not matter, like that other one does not count. So the man kept doing this, kept doing this, kept doing this, and every day he come to that shop. Luckily, one day when he was there, the neighbor, who is also a tailor, received a call from this girl, and he was asking her, where are my customers? Did they come? And that man begged that girl and said, please find out from her where she is. Tell her you want to send something to her. Let her give you the address of where she is. And the girl said, oh, I have this clothes I made for you. Since you're not here now, let me send it to you. Make you take and forget about the man. And she sent her auntie's address. This man hopped on the next flight. The girl said, Mama Unique, in the morning, my auntie was going to work. Guess who we saw? Him was standing at the door and say, you think you can hide from me? No, you cannot hide from me. My mother said it is okay because I have told my mother it is you or nobody else. Why is she ashamed of what people will say? I am the one marrying you. I am the one that should be ashamed of what people will say. How is it my mother's business? And I told him and I told my mom, if she does not accept you, forget it. That is marriage. Hold on a second. Somebody is at my door. Guys, hold on. Who is this? Hello? Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How can I help you?
My name is Che. I manage Moxie. Can you see the M?
Yeah, I see it. What can I do for you?
I'm coming by. I'm working my way down Sweet Spring. I'm doing a bunch of the neighbors. They've been having the same spider problems. It's because you guys are all backed up against the woods. If I can fit you in right after them, I'm doing it for super cheap.
All right. Hold on a second. Let me see if my husband is interested. Hold on a second. Okay? Guys, give me a second.
Yeah, could you ask him to just come?
Okay, I sure will. Just hold on. Just hold on. All right, he's coming. All right, he's coming. All right, guys, I'm sorry. Let me continue. That's the good thing about Ring. When you have that doorbell ring, you don't have to go out there. You can talk to them on your phone. All right, guys. So this girl said the boy was crying. You've been gone now for almost a month. I told my mom, if you don't let me marry you, that's it. I'm done. Do you know? Finally, negotiator. So he said that that's what I'm going to do. And the girl was like, so I thought you were interested in my sister. She's the one that is healthy. The man said, I have never been interested in your sister. I look at your sister as your junior sister. I'm not interested. Your mother tried it, but I'm not interested. So, baby, it is time you come back home. I'm still marrying you. The man now, he said the mom called the mom, put the mom on the phone. The mom said, please, I'm sorry the way I treated you. Come back. My son says you or he's never going to marry somebody else. I need grandchildren because come back. And she said that is how, I spoke to the man. I spoke to her. I spoke to the mother-in-law. I said, let me tell you, there's this prayer, the prayer of serenity. I don't know whether you guys know that prayer. He says, God, give me the strength to change what I can change and give me the grace to accept the ones I cannot change. She has polio. She had polio as a child. It affected her leg. It didn't change who she is. There is nothing she can do now to change it. This is her. So it's either you love her or you don't. It's either you accept her or you don't. She does not have control over it. You can have control about you want your hair long or you want it short. I can say, let me grow it, or I can say, let me cut it. That's what you have control. You have control about what you want to wear. You have control about you want your lip to be big. Now you can go put injection, it will be big. You want your eye to be blue. You can now go put contact. You have control over those ones. There are things you don't have control over. There are things there is nothing you can do about it. So are you going to be judged based on what you don't control? I say, Mama, think about that. This is somebody else's daughter. This is somebody else's child. What if your son was disabled? What if this your son now, your golden boy, is disabled? Would you want somebody to reject him based on disability he had no control over? Would you want somebody to do that to your son? He said, yes, so yes, Mama Unique, you're right. I said, remember, let us treat others the way we want to be treated. Put yourself in that person's position. Okay? So, as God will have it, she came back home and confronted the mother. First in history in her life, because she never says anything to her mother. She confronted her mother and said, you are not a good mother. Why would you do this? What have I ever done? I have been nothing but loyal, respectful to you, but every chance you have, you will put me down, you will gaslight me, you will belittle me, you will insult me, you will abuse me, you will manipulate me, you will intimidate me. I'm your child. I'm your child, for crying out loud, and your first child at that. What have I ever done to you? And the mom was like, I'm sorry. I just thought that you will not. How can you be thoughting? How can you be thinking? How do you sit and say, this child will do well, this one will not do well, this one will marry a rich man, this one will. Who told you? The one you call ugly duckling. Now, this my child is very ugly, or she will marry a poor man, might be the one that will marry the president of the country. Because in your eyes, remember, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. You might look at that your daughter and say she's very ugly, and the president will come and walk in and say, oh my God, what a gorgeous woman. Because in your eyes, she's ugly. In the eyes of the beholder, the other beholder, she's beautiful. My uniques, let this be a lesson for we mothers and we fathers. Mind what you tell your children, because you are the first teacher of your child. If you tell your child they are nobodies, they will grow up thinking they are nobodies. Because guess what? The person that brought them into this world, the person that claims to love them the most, does not believe in them. Why do you think others out there will believe in them? Do you get it? If you are my mother, you carried me 9 months in your stomach, you nurtured me, and you believe that I will never amount to anything. Don't you know when I go out there and they tell me I'm a nobody, I will believe it very fast, because all my life, you, my mother, who's supposed to believe in me, do not. Why do you think outsiders will believe in me? You don't trust me. Why do you think others out there will trust me? You don't believe I will amount to anything. Why do you think outsiders will not think I will amount to anything? Remember, whatever you throw into the atmosphere is what comes back to you. You can never attract what you attack. If you want good things for me, I cannot attract it if all you do is you are attacking me all the time. My uniques, do you know somebody that is going through the same thing? Or are you going through the same thing? Or as a mother, you're doing this to your child without knowing the harm you're doing to your child. I'm going to drop the link. I want to hear from you. Has somebody ever done this? Remember the story I told you guys. See yourself the way God sees you, not the way your family sees you. David's father saw him as a shepherd, as the one that is in the forest playing with animals. Never in his life did he think David was a king. But God saw David as a king. God, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nissi, saw David as a king. So when Samuel came to ordain a king, to crown a king, his father presented his able-bodied son, his sons that were tall and handsome and well built and smell nice and look good with their 6-pack and their 5-pack and their 4-pack and their 2-pack and 1-pack. They presented everybody. And Samuel said, the Lord has rejected all of them. Do you still have another son? He said, yes, so that one that is in the forest running around, that one that is in the forest trying to be fighting with lions and bears, that one that smells like pig pee, that one that smells like the shepherd poop and shepherd pee. He's over there. Go bring him. We will not sit down. We will not sit down. Oh, that means we will not rest. The Bible said there shall be no peace for the wicked. We will not rest. We will stand here and wait for him. Imagine what was going through David's brother's head. See me see trouble. So we are going to be standing here waiting for that one that is always fighting in the forest with animals. Because his father, his family, his siblings, they have already concluded that David was a forgotten case. They had already concluded that David will not amount to anything. They have already concluded He is a shepherd boy, or he will remain a shepherd boy. But when God steps in, your story changes because God is the author and finisher of your faith. God is the one that created you for a reason and a purpose. God knows your destiny. He sees your destiny. People might try to delay it, but guess what, my unique? They can never deny your destiny. Your destiny is yours. You have to arise and step into it. And they all stood and waited. Nobody sat down until David came. And when David came, the Lord told Samuel, arise and anoint him the next king of Israel. Anoint him because he is the king. Imagine what they felt like. Yeah, see me see trouble. This boy, and the Bible did not record that he went to take a bath. Oh. The Bible did not record he went to go change his clothes. He came straight from the forest. He came straight from the jungle. He came straight from feeding his sheep and walked in, smelling of poo and pee and sweat and heat and everything. But God said, anoint him. My unique, God does not care about your disability. God does not care about your inability. God does not care about your incapabilities. God does not care about the things that are wrong about you. God does not care about the way you look. God does not care about outward appearance. God is not judging you based on what people think about you. God is judging you according to what He has planned for you. He said they are plans of good and not of evil, plans that will take you to an expected end. Who has judged you? Concluded they are the lawyer, they are the barristers, they are the jury, they are the judge, they are the prosecutors, all wrapped in one. They have declared that nothing good is going to come out of Nazareth. But baby, you are something good and you have come out of Nazareth. My dear, no matter what they say about you, baby, what do you say about yourself? Whose report will you believe? Whose? Is it their report or my report? All right, guys, let me drop the link in case anybody wants to come in. Have you seen this kind of thing? You will say, I don't know why my family does not believe in me. My family does not believe in me. My family does not believe in me. They do not believe in you. It is okay. It didn't start with you. It started with David. His family never believed in him. They never trusted him. They never click here to reconnect your destination. Why? What happened? They say my destination has been cut short. All right, guys. I don't know what happened. Hold on a second, guys. Guys, I don't know what happened. They say my destination was not reconnected. So let me see what is going on here. Let's see if it's reconnected now. Okay, I think it's reconnected now. All right, so let me put some on Facebook. Let me put some on Facebook. I don't know. Are you the black sheep of your family? They have labeled you the black sheep. Hey, please don't worry about that one. That one is Opo. Opo. That one is Ishi monkey. That one will never do good. Forget it. Ishi, blockhead. Nothing goes in, nothing comes out. You don't know nothing. She will never know nothing. Who dash monkey? Who will marry her? Who will take her places? Because forget it. She can't do better than that. Who will marry her? Do you see her teeth? She doesn't even have shape. She'll be horrible. Horrible. She fat, 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 fat. Everybody says she's too fat. Really? Do you know that there are some men that like their women fat? Because you know, like your woman fat does not mean somebody else does not like their woman fat. You might say, I don't like her. Oh. She's too dark. She's too dark. I don't like her. There are some men that like their women ebony black. So one man's meat is another man's poison. One man's cup of tea is another man's cup of tea. It might not be your cup of tea, but it's somebody else's cup of tea. So get with the program. All right? Get with the program. How many of us have experienced this? What this my sister experienced. But happily, I'm happy they got married despite everything the sister did. The sister even tried to seduce him, put something in the man's drink to seduce him. Oh. The sister went to that extent. Him and his mother, even after they confronted them, and the man came and did the traditional rite, and the man came and set a day for the wedding. The mom and the dad sister did not know that she and the man went and did court marriage. and they still were keeping it a secret, planning for their big day. Their sister did even the most, tried to put something in the man's drink, wanted to seduce the man. What saved this girl was that day, like God works. She said her mind just kept telling her, go home, go home, go home, go home, go home, go. So she left her husband's thing and she has been calling her husband was not answering. So she got only for her to get home and saw her husband's car. And she was like, what is my fiance's car doing here? The mom said, oh no, we're not home, we're even going, we're going now. She said, no, ma, I forgot something in my room. The mom said, what are you going to do? I said, I'm going, come back again. She said, no. So she pushed through and went in and saw her sister trying to take off the man's clothes. And she was like, what? And the man was out, out. And she was like, why would you do this? Now I'm happy. They are happily married. They did their church wedding. They now did a very small church wedding reception. The mom and the sisters are so ashamed. I told her, I said, baby, you're a Christian. You're going to forgive your mom. You're going to forgive your sister. But I will advise you to keep your two eyes. If you have a third eye, please keep it open because these people will do anything, anything to destroy what you have. Because your mom cannot believe that her disabled child will finally get married to a good man because her hope, her belief, her ambition, her goal, her objective has been that the second daughter is the one that will do it. So now she doesn't know what to do with herself. I told her, keep your eyes open. You know how they say it, keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer so you can keep an eye on them. I say, keep an eye on your sister and your mother. Those two, that's a deadly combination. All right. All right, Miss Stephanie, come on, baby. Okay, Flora,
Eh,
well,
Mommy, good evening, ma.
good evening, my love. How are you?
I'm fine, ma. In fact, this topic this night, this story this night, it's just talking to mothers. We should not compare our children, and don't. It's very important. Don't compare your child, no matter what. Even if this person is doing better than the other person, whenever you don't compare them, because you comparing, you might be compare you, the other person will be hot. But you don't know. So this story is actually hitting on mothers, hitting on people. Don't look down on anybody. You don't know tomorrow.
Mhm.
You don't know
And you
tomorrow
know,
because
sometimes our parents, because one child is richer, they treat that
yeah,
person better. And the one that is not
better.
rich, they treat you bad. Maybe you are the
Exactly.
senior sister and you're married to a man that doesn't have that much money. And then your junior
Mm-hmm.
sister is married to a billionaire. If you
Yeah,
notice in that family, sometimes our mothers want to respect and honor the junior sister's husband. They treat your own husband like a nobody. They will even be sending
exactly.
you to go get food for the other big in-law because they think you're not. You see, mothers, we have to stop. Oh, this is not
Yeah,
right.
we have to
We have to
stop. It's
stop.
not right. It's not right. So don't look down on anybody. I know of someone, a consultant now. Orthodontic. He was like when he was in secondary, he does not know anything. Oh, that they'll be laughing at him in class. He does not know anything. Just said they'll be laughing at him, calling me Olodo. That he can't believe that he's even a doctor now.
You see,
So yes, at that time, but when he now picked up, nobody saw his back in
mhm,
senior secondary school. He picked up, nobody saw his back. He was
because
really doing fine.
there's something we call in psychology late bloomers. Some children are late bloomers. There are children
Yeah.
that they will you give birth to them. Catching up is slow for them. Growing tall is slow for them. They will be everybody now upon her one she say short man, short man.
Mhm.
But one day you wake up and boom, they are 6 foot tall because they are late bloomers. We should make
Yeah.
provisions for our children that are late bloomers.
Yes.
Everybody can't do everything at the same
At
time.
the same time, let
No.
everybody grow at their own pace. Let everybody thrive at their own pace. Not you trying to make this person look like the second person. Some children might be good in nursery school. They might be so brilliant. They are catching. When some people primary school they don't know. It's when they enter the secondary school they will not be okay. You even see them better than the other people that you think that they know more than the person. So this
Mhm.
is hitting hard on mothers. Wherever we are, we should try and learn from this story. Don't bring down your child. Don't come, because you are the first. Whatever you say into that child will make that child. So if you bring down that child, or try, you are killing that child. Because that child some, you see some children go astray because of what their mothers have actually done to them. They
That's true.
go join bad gang. Children are
That's
supposed to be better. Yes, because of what mothers have done to them, or what their family members, sisters. So this is just a story to learn from. Let's not bring down anybody, no matter what, no matter, even if the person is the tiniest person. Respect everybody the way they are supposed to be, because you don't know tomorrow. Anything can happen. Table do turn, table turn. So those, that person you are looking, look at her now. Now she's the one now that is, so that person you are looking down on might be the one that will be on top tomorrow, and you will be ashamed, you that have talked down on the person. So we shouldn't gaslight anybody or talk down on anybody. And mothers, train your children. When you are training your children, train them equally. Don't give this person because you feel this person
the
is better, because
pressure.
you don't
Yeah,
know who will be
exactly.
better. Yeah, don't
Mhm.
treat this person better tomorrow. You don't know who will be better. It's only God. It's only God that knows. Just as you give birth to them, take care of them equally, love them equally, and don't
And give
segregate
everybody an
among them.
opportunity. Children are different.
Yes,
You see, like with my children now,
yes.
when they were growing up, I have three different ways of disciplining them. With my son Zion, that one, his ear is plastic. No matter what you say, you're talking to yourself. So when I
Yeah.
discipline him, I know he loves video games. I know he likes to go outside and play basketball. So most of the time, when I want to discipline him, I use those things I know he likes. Give me your phone.
Mm-hmm.
You won't go outside today. You will not play basketball with the other children. That is the only way he will hear you. Casey, my
Mm-hmm.
daughter, does not like people yelling at her. So whenever you raise your voice and tell her, I am highly disappointed, you see that word disappointed, she doesn't want to hear it. She will just start crying. So whenever I want to talk to her, I'll say, Casey, I am so disappointed in you. I will not do it again. She doesn't want you to be disappointed in her. But you see the one they call Buchi. Buchi is a combination of the two. You take things he likes, and then you also tell him, don't use disappointed, because if you say disappointed, he'll be looking at you like, and so like, oh, really? You're disappointed. Then he will ask you, but why are you? He will start asking you so many questions. Why are you using that big word? Disappointed. What did I really do to disappoint? You see, no, that I don't deal with that one. What I deal with Buchi is I know that Buchi likes to go out, like he likes to go out. Mommy, let's do this. Those ones I say, no, you're not doing it today. You will not do it today. So, as a mother, that is your job. As a father, know each child's ability and their disabilities. Know each child's capacity and their strengths and their weaknesses. Don't use their weaknesses against them. And you know, this one is Olodo now. She don't know anything. Who told you? Because they are struggling in elementary school does not mean they will struggle in secondary school. Because they are struggling in secondary school does not mean they will struggle in college. I never liked math in school. I don't like math. Hey, math was a problem for me. I will read, 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 read. When I started having children, and my children will go to school and come back with their homework. If it is math, I'll tell them to, because of that thing I had in my head, I'll tell them, go to your daddy because he's a science, I'm an art student. Until one day, daddy was not here to do the homework. I said, Casey, well, bring it. Let me try. You people know I don't know math. Oh. So I first of all announce to them that I don't know math. So that in case I mess up, nobody will laugh at me. But when I started doing the math, I saw that I could do it. And I was telling my husband, I said, this math, why am I understanding it now? But when I was in secondary school, it was very hard for me because I have matured. I have understood that I was just the fear that I had then that made me think it was difficult for me. Now that fear is off. And unique, don't put your children in categories. Don't sort your children out with those that will do good and those that will not do good. You are not God. You are not. Your job is to nurture. Your job is to care. Your job is to shower them with love. Your job is to encourage, motivate, inspire. Your job is to support. That's all you do. and let the chips fall wherever they want to. All right? All right, Francis Mary, come on, my love.
Yo, nga me open up. Which why na? Why?
Hello. Hello.
Hello, ma.
Hello, my love. How are you?
I'm fine. Mommy, can you hear me? My daughter just kicked me off.
No, we can hear you. We can hear
Ah,
you.
really? Wow, she
Yes,
just
we can hear
minimized
you.
it.
We can hear you.
All right, so mommy, in fact, this thing is an eye opener to me as a mother. Because as I'm
Yes.
listening to it, I said, wow, this topic, this story is just talking to me. Because I'm also a mother and I have 3 kids now.
Mhm.
So it now depends on how I start raising them and what I inculcate in them.
That's right.
So the first lesson I learned is number one, as a mother, I must not talk down on my children. I must
Never.
first of all build their self-esteem.
That's right. That's right.
Build their self-esteem. Yes, because I had my son, the first son, he was in a school and my son was not doing well. Each time I keep complaining. Well, after complaining, I leave the school. The teacher, the headmaster, as in they will beat my son and say, "Your mommy will come and complain. Oh yeah, do this, do this, do that." But I never knew. But one day, I was taking my son to school, and my son now said, "Ah, mommy, I want to poo poo." I said, "Okay, oh, we are in front of your school. Why you?"
Uh-oh. Hello. Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
can you hear me, ma?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Continue.
Eh,
Yes.
all right, okay. So my son now told me, "No, mommy, I don't want to go to school to poo poo. I want to go back home." Ah, that message sent, that's her word, his word sent me
Mhm.
a deep message. I said, "Wow, that means there is something wrong. They are bullying my son."
Mhm.
So what I did was that I entered this class. I now told my son, "Don't worry, you know you're a brilliant boy. Don't worry. I will see what I will do." So what did I do? I came back, I told the dad, I said, "Look at what my son did though. That means there is something. If he continues with this school, he won't cope. He won't cope because fear and everything will make him
Yeah,
learn whatever."
he's already afraid. So even if he
Yes,
knows it, he already believes he doesn't know it. So he will never try.
exactly.
He will never
So
try.
what I did was that after that section, I had to change his school with his younger brother's school. Could you
Mm.
believe that my boy now, hey, in amusement, what he's doing now, I'm so surprised. He
Yes.
does beyond imagination. So, as a
Mhm.
mother, like you were saying, you know your children, how to
Mhm.
discipline them. So,
Mhm.
it's like an eye opener to me. I have to know 3 of them, like I have them now, how to discipline each one of them.
Yes. How
And
to
another
reach
lesson,
each one of them. Yes. Mhm.
yes, and
Mhm.
another thing I learned as a mother, because sometimes we mothers we like one child more than the other child, even if no comma, even if the daughter does not have, we as in we have that love, passion for some, and
Mhm.
other ones will just this one, okay, we already have love for one child than the other. So
Mhm.
for me now is a message to me that each child should be
Mhm.
loved equally. And sometimes
Although, let me tell you the truth, there is no way you can love them equally. But the truth of the matter is, you don't need them to know that. You
to
see,
know that.
mothers, let me tell you why I said that. Mothers
Okay.
normally love the child that is the weakest link because of that
Mm,
nurturing thing. Let's say you have 3 children. The first one is
okay.
strong, the second one is strong, and let's say the
Mm,
last one is the one that is always sickly. There is a
mm,
tendency to overcompensate because he's the one that
exactly.
is weak. So when other people do, you whoop them 2 times. You will do him half because you get sick now. This child is trouble. Oh, this child is so before you know it, you have a softer heart. But what I advise parents, don't let the children know that.
Know
Don't do
that.
it to the extent that the children will say, if it is neck less now, mommy will not say nothing. That's wrong.
Exactly. That is
That's wrong.
exactly.
Let
Like,
the children know that
yes.
a soft spot for that particular one. You just love them equally, even though the weaker ones you show more compassion let it be so known that your children even know it.
Exactly. Wow, thank you, ma.
You welcome. You welcome.
That's so
Guys, I'm telling you guys, this parenting thing, you buy a TV, there is a manual. You buy microwave, there is a manual. You buy couch, they will tell you manual how to. Children don't come with manual, they just say, "Nga, nga, nga." They are here. No manual. Nobody is telling you. And you cannot say, oh, this is the way my mother raised her children, so I'm going to raise my children like that. Children are different. The way your mother raised you, if you try it now, you'll be in trouble. See, back home, when we do stuff, my mother, she has a degree in whooping. That woman has a PhD in the whooping. She will whoop you. Oh, she will take you, put you down, and use your back as band. Come and do it now in America. Now you end up in jail. Do you understand what I'm saying? So because he worked for your mom does not mean it will work for your children, because your children are different from you. Generations are different. Societies are different. Children are different. Children are like rainbows. They are different colors. They do different things. You have 4 children, it's 4 different personalities. You have 6 children, it's 6 different personalities. You have 10 children, baby, you have 10 different personalities. What you do for Akudo is not the way you're going to train Amrachku. The way you train Amrachku is not the way you're going to. That's why if you watch, the first children are the ones that see pepper in their families, because the mother they take the first child to learn how to be a mother. The second child, the mother go take and learn how to be a child. But if you watch the last born, that one can get away with murder. That one, you'll be asking yourself, I remember when I used to be small, I will go into the kitchen and take my mother's meat. Mama go wreck, mama go whoop, mama go scream. But look at this, our little Onyinyechi last born. She will go into the kitchen and take meat, and mama will say, hey, this child, this child, and she will leave her because mama don't tire. Mama has raised Chidemma. Mama has raised Chidebere. Mama has raised Chiwe. Mama has raised Chikamso. Mama has raised Chindia. Mama has raised Chudubem. Now it has reached to Chinedu. Mama is tired. Mama is getting tired. Mama is now looking at Chinedu and saying, hi. Mama, look at what Chinedu did. Now, you children, you people will not buy me. You people will not buy me because leave me alone. Get out of my room. Let me sleep. Because Mama is tired. You can't follow Mama. Mama doesn't want to do much anymore. So that's why if you notice the children that come later, the older Mama is getting, the more lenient Mama is. The more laid back Mama is. The more laissez-faire attitude Mama is showing. Because Mama has tried with the first, the second, the third. Mama is tired. You can't follow Mama. Mama seeing no brown. She's tired. Because guess what? Apart from Mama being tired, now Mama has soldiers that can help her. Do you understand? Mama now has senior sister that will tell you, Chinedu, will you stop that rubbish you're doing? Mama now has Chidema, another senior brother will say, Chinedu, if I see you outside today, because Mama now have people helping her train Chinedu. So Mama is saying, because leave me alone, let me rest. I've been training all these big heads from Chidema to Akudo to Ugochi to Ike. I'm tired. You people help train this Chinedu boy. This Chinedu boy must hear. And you people are the ones that will train Chinedu. As a mother, this is real. See, we don't break these things down because everybody keeps saying, hey, we want to do a picture. Everybody wants to say, hey, picture perfect. Picture perfect. Children are not perfect. Children are not perfect. What works in your home might not work in my home. How I deal with my children might not be the way you deal with your children. But are you dealing with them right? Are you treating them equally? Are you giving each of them the opportunity they deserve? Are you disciplining them based on their personalities? Because you whooped Akudo and Akudo listen does not mean if you whoop Amrachko will listen. There are some children, when you bring the cane, they'll bring out their hand and say, as you're whooping, they're saying, 1. They're counting along with you. It doesn't touch them. Why there are some children, once you bring out the cane, their eyes are red. They don't want it. So you have to find out which child is which child, inspire motivate, educate, and nurture that one based on their personality.
She understand because children have
How are you?
different destinies.
Yeah, fine. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, mommy. Good evening, mommy.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Turn me down in the background.
Yes. Okay.
Mm.
Hello?
And I
Hello, good
can
evening,
hear
mommy.
you. How are you doing?
Okay. Fine, mommy. I was in traffic when the program started. That's why I
Okay,
couldn't join earlier. And then, you understand, I'm so
that's
sorry.
okay.
And,
No, that's
this
okay.
program is very, yes, this
Mm.
program is very interesting because of biasness in the minds
Yes.
of most of the parents, mother,
Mm-hmm.
and even the father. Most of the
Mm-hmm.
families, you notice that it's only one person that always break through out of the family, even if they have 8 children.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct?
Yes.
So now
Mm-hmm.
it's one person that will become a governor out of the whole family. You
Mm-hmm.
understand it? One person that will become a very powerful, global pastor. You understand it? So now, but
Mm-hmm.
when one person's destiny lights up more than the other ones,
Mm-hmm.
then the parents begin to see that person as more important than
That
the other ones that were not.
bam, bam,
So,
bam. You got it.
so okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just the thing result in a kind of psychological bias.
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct? In the minds of those parents, and that
Mm-hmm.
biasness goes over some time. It becomes like a culture that is engulfing the entire society. You understand it? But especially it's prominent in Africa. You understand
Mm-hmm.
it? So when one person's destiny lies up more than the other person's in the family, that person
Mm-hmm.
becomes a superhuman than the other parents. The parents, it may be the youngest person,
Yes.
or the person may not even be handsome. You understand it? But once there's something is coming out, the other one are nonsense.
Do you know? Let
So
me
all
tell
right,
you
thank you so
something.
much for bringing this program. Let me cut you off so you can
Let me
continue
tell
with
you.
the.
Let me
Uh,
tell you something. Let me tell you
okay,
something.
ma'am.
There was a family. Okay, the woman had 4 sons. 4 sons. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, ma'am.
The last born is the one that traveled outside Nigeria. I think he
Yes.
traveled to Canada and he went there on his own. Or he struggled and went there and went to school,
Yes.
suffered, put himself through school, became a medical doctor, and came back and told his mother that he wants to build a house. Instead of the mother to tell him to go buy his own land and build a house, the mother told
Okay.
him that he can knock down his father's house and build a house. And for we Igbos, we have what we call Ishobi. Ishobi means where your father lived belongs to the first son. Okay? So
Okay.
if your father
Yes.
built this little hut here, and that hut and that land belongs to the first son, you don't contest it. But the
Of
mother
course.
told this little boy, the last child, to knock down this father's house and build his mansion here and let everybody live here. His uncles told this
Okay.
boy, don't do it. That land belongs to your senior brother. Whether he has money, whether he's poor, whether
Whether
he's
he
a
has no
doctor,
money.
it does not matter. This is his birthright. You can't take it from him.
Yes.
The mother say, ignore them. They don't know what they are saying. You are the one that has the money. Build. And this boy built the house. So now when he finished building the house, beside his house, he now built a bungalow and now told his other brothers and their wives to go live there, and his mom. And the senior brother said that is over his dead body. You
But
see, this mansion now is now my mansion. You built me a mansion. So then I had to call Omunna, the elders in the village, and they
yes.
did the case. At the end of the day, the village say it is never done. You cannot take this
Yes.
boy's birthright because you are rich. This house belongs to your senior brother. Unfortunately or fortunately, you just built a house for your brother. So go and buy somewhere else and go build a house. And the man got mad and said, you know what? He turned
Yes.
and went back to Canada. Since that time till now, I think it's about 14 years now. They say he has not come back. He stopped giving anybody money except his mother. But do you see how the mother has sown a seed of hatred and
You-
evil in the family because he saw money? Because she saw money.
yes.
And this is what we parents do. We see money and we
He
lose
is
our
very
minds. We cannot tell our children the truth. My son, don't do this. This is not your birthright. But because he's giving us money, we say, nah, yeah, he did it. You know? Wow.
The thing is that money
Thank
has
you.
calibrated our minds.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Money has
You're so
money
welcome.
has upturned. You know how politicians rig election. Money has rigged our mind. Our mind have been rigged by money. So when the money comes, morality is dissolved.
Thrown out of the window. He's thrown out of the
Oh
window.
yeah, it's no longer necessary.
Thank you,
That's why
my
you see.
darling.
God bless you, sir. God bless you. Let me stop here. Good night.
All
Good
right,
night, pa.
baby. All right. Guys, as mothers, you see, we keep saying, "Nne, mothers, mother, you are a mother, or you are a mother to be. And then you are a father, or you're a father to be. What are you doing in your home? What are you doing with your children? Are you being a parent and nurturing to them, or have you classified the somebodies and the nobodies? Oh, this one is going to make money. This one is going to join Yahoo Yahoo. This one is going to be the one that will liberate the family. You see this useless one. This one is not going to do anything. Ishas, you just sit down here doing nothing. See this one. This one is a big fool. This one is a big fool. Who gave you the right to do that? Are you God? Are you Jesus? Are you Deputy Jesus? Are you the Holy Spirit? Are you the Trinity, God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit? Who gave you these rights? You don't create any life. You have no right to take it. Neither do you have any right to pronounce what that life will be. Nobody gave you that right. You cannot create anything. So how dare you? How dare you? My uniques, let us be very careful. Let us, in that society you are looking for, I want a good society where everybody respects each other. It starts from you, it starts from me. Are you teaching your children how to respect each other? Are you teaching your children how to respect each other, irrespective, despite money and position? Are you teaching your children how to be truthful, irrespective, despite money? Are you teaching your children the morals of what you want to see in the society? Are you giving it to your children? Families, marriages make up families. Families make up communities. Communities make up the society. You are the foundation. It starts with you and me. It starts with you and me. All right? Let us go out there. Some of you guys, your mothers have brainwashed you so much that even when you see good things coming your way, a man might see you now and say they like you, but you're pushing that man to your sister without knowing. Because your mother has told you several times how no man will want you, how no man will be interested in you, how your teeth is crooked, how your eyes is closed, how you have very narrow nose, how your head is flat, how you have no breast, how you have no behind, how you are straight like a stick. No man will want you. How they have told you several times that even when you go out there and the man sees you and say, wow, Eba Emmanuel, you look so handsome. You say, are you talking about my friend? Because you have already told yourself it can never be you. Because they have told you, Eba Emmanuel, you will not amount to anything. No girl will want you. You look ugly. No girl wants somebody that walks like you. Nobody wants somebody that looks like you. Nobody wants somebody that you're not even rich. You don't even have money. You don't even have all the negative things you think in your head that is wrong with you. They have repeated it to you over and over and over. Now you believe it. So when you now go to your business or you go somewhere and meet a beautiful girl, a beautiful girl say, "Hey, Emmanuel, how are you?" You say, you start looking at her because you are looking for somebody else. She's greeting because it can never be you because you have believed it. Power of brainwashing. You have believed it. And the girl will say, "No, I'm talking to you." You say, "Me?" You're still looking around because you're thinking it's somebody else. And the girl will say, "Can I sit by you?" You say, "You can sit." They sit, you stand up. They say, "Can I sit by you?" You say, "Yeah, you can sit." And she sits down, you stand up because you don't want to. You do not want. And then the girl will say, Iba Jimania, why are you standing up? Sit down now, let's talk. You say, What are we talking about now? Because in your head, you believe, what does she want? Because I am a nobody. What does she want? I don't look like other men. What does she want? I don't have money. What does this girl is trouble? Oh. What does this girl want? Because you have been told that nobody wants you. Nobody will stay with you. Nobody will love you. And without you knowing, baby, you have started believing it. Without you knowing. That's the power of brainwashing. Without you knowing, you don't believe them. You don't believe them. So now, anybody that comes your way, you're asking yourself, why? Maybe the right person has not come. Emmanuel, the right person has not come. When the one, the rib of your rib, the bone of your bone, the one God created for you comes, whatever you think is wrong with you, they will not see it. Even if they see it, it doesn't mean anything to them. Haven't you seen men that are disabled that are married? I know of a guy, a lawyer. He's blind. He got blind when he was in university, in law school. But I think in university, he was blind before he came into college to read law. He was blind through, he has a law firm in Lagos. He's happily married with about 3 or 4 children. A woman fell in love with him. I've seen women that had polio and married to military people. The husband is almost a top man in the military. She's disabled. Polio affected her when she was young, and that man carries her like egg, like a quake. I have seen men marry women that are deaf and dumb, they don't speak, and they worship the ground those women walk on. You are here saying, hey, look at this fine man, look at this fine man, look at the wife. The wife is deaf. Oh. Now you're deaf. Now you're deaf. Now you're deaf and dumb. Now your own blindness. Now your own cripple. It be your wheelchair. How will concern you? If it is not your cup of tea, hanlele ejaku, move on. You might not want somebody on a wheelchair. It is okay. Ngwa, hanlele, move on. Give us chance. Clear road. Men day, like my brother Aidan will say, men day. Now men they run things. Now who they run things? Men they run them. Now men they run things. When you see a man that they run things, even if you're blind and he falls in love with you, he will marry you with your blindness. He will marry you with your deafness. He will marry you with not speaking. He will marry you on that wheelchair. He will marry you even if you're a dwarf, if a small person, he will marry you. He will marry you with irrespective of. Because when you love somebody, you don't keep error. You don't keep record of wrongdoing. You don't see their fault. Because the Bible says love covers a multitude of sin. My unique. The Bible says, do not be deceived, for God is not mocked. No matter what they think about you, don't let it bother you. What do you think about yourself? Do you come from a family where they have written you off? Where everybody has told you nothing good is going to come out of you? Baby, it's time you stand up, arise, and let us crown you the king. God told Samuel, arise and crown David the king. I am telling you today, arise and let us crown you the king. You are something special. You are beautifully and wonderfully and fearfully made by God. That is why you are unique. Know who you are and whose you are. You are the child of the Most High God. Whatever you think that is a shortcoming, whatever you think that is what is wrong with you, God created that for a reason and a purpose. Sometimes we all wish, how I wish I could do this, how I wish I could do that. Yes, how you wish you could see, how you wish you could be walking with your 2 legs, how you wish you could be hearing, how you wish you could be talking. It is okay. You can't see, you can't hear, you can't talk, you're in a wheelchair, your legs are not working. It is okay. Other ones that are working, baby, celebrate it. Yes, your legs are not working, but baby, your eyes are working. Your eyes might not be working, sweetie. Your ears are working. Your hearing is good. Your hearing is not working, but baby, you can talk up a storm. Your eyes might not see what is going around, but your senses are at alert. Celebrate what is working in your life. Celebrate grace on your life, and know that there is nothing wrong with you. Whose report are you going to believe? You're going to believe the report of God. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourself and each other. Remember, you are beautifully and wonderfully made by God. That is why every single one of you is unique. Be kind to yourselves and to each other. Love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. I painted my nails by myself yesterday. Bye bye.